I finally did it, a Pyke video. Yo, what is up, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And I can tell you guys you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one because I am crazy on Pyke now. Like, I got really crazy good on Pyke, and I was waiting to make the video because I knew there is like a load of Pyke combos, you know, with flash and really knowing how to use your ultimate properly. And I'll tell you all about it during this gameplay. So there's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay, although I really recommend you guys to check out the build part. So, how do you build Pyke? The first discussion starts with this item right here. Do you go for the relic shield or do you go for the spectral sickle? So, you know what it is? I see a lot of Pyke players go for spectral sickle, and I get it because it gives you attack damage, right? But honestly, relic shield feels stronger because the tankiness is just very, very nice. It kind of allows you to make more aggressive plays. Like, you kind of already have enough damage because you go for Yuma's Ghostblade, Duskblade of Draktar. These are heavy AD items plus lethality. So like, you kind of have enough damage. You will sometimes struggle with the tankiness, and the relic shield will help you with that, right? Like, the relic shield will allow you to just barely survive because it gives you 200 bonus health, which is great, right? So that's why I go for the relic shield. And it's also easier to farm with the relic shield. Like, it makes you very fast. It makes you very slippery and hard to catch. Basically, the perfect item. Gives you a lot of attack damage, ability haste, and the armor penetration, which is, you know, the one thing Pyke needs. After that, depending on the game, if you're fed, you can skip out your boots and instantly go for a Duskblade of Draktar because, as some of you may know, Pyke can get fed very easily. Like, if you're able to get a lot of kills, you will get fed, and you will be able to pretty much get the Duskblade of Draktar right after Yuma's Ghostblade without even going for the boots. But let's say you want to go for the boots. Then you go for the Ionian Boots of Lucidity or the Mercury Threads. If you're up against like an Ashe, Lux, you know, Morgana, those types of champions, you're really gonna need the Mercury Threads. Because, yeah, if you get rooted like that for a long time, you're gonna die. For the enchantments, if you're already a very good Pyke player, you go for Protobelt. Because, like, Protobelt is pretty much the best enchantment on Pyke. But if you're a beginner Pyke player, I actually recommend you to go for Stasis Enchant. Just for the safety and to get the hang of Pyke before you go for Protobelt. Because Protobelt has some crazy combos on Pyke that you really need to be good at Pyke with before you do them. So after that, you go for the Duskblade of Draktar. This item is like utterly broken on Pyke. Unbelievably good. Just unbelievably good. Because when you become invisible with your second ability, the next basic attack deals so much damage. It's crazy. After that, Guardian Angel. Don't go for something like the Edge of Night or like anything else. The reason that Guardian Angel is just so unbelievably good as your third item, because you will be like so hard to kill. Because you already have a Relic Shield fully stacked up. You have a Protobelt to escape. You have a Yuma's Ghostblade, which gives you the movement speed. So you are already so hard to catch. And then if you have a Guardian Angel as well, it gives you armor. And if the enemy catches you, you're still not gonna die. Because after your Guardian Angel runs out, you can use your third ability to jump over walls or something like that and escape. So Guardian Angel is like the perfect item to go from Pyke. Fourth item is going to be a Mortal Reminder, you know, for the armor penetration, just to give you a little bit more damage. And then as your very last item, if you actually make it, you sell the Relic Shield and you can go for something like a Death Stance. Yeah, Death Stance is so good on Pyke as well, like as your very, very last item. Let's see. For the runes, you go for Electrocute. You could go for Aftershock here if you really, really feel like you need tankiness. But Electrocute is just better because you have so much attack damage, because Yuma's Ghostblade and Duskblade of Draktar are heavy AD items. So Electrocute skills very, very well with it, which means it's going to do so much burst damage. Combine that with your ultimate, right? Like you can actually pretty much two-shot enemies with this. You hook them in, you proc your Electrocute and you ult them. Like you will destroy them. That's why I pretty much always go for execute. Here you go for weakness, because it's so easy to proc the weakness on Pyke. You just either hit your first ability or you hit your third ability and you're gonna proc weakness. So that's why I really like weakness. I mean, to be honest, you could go for triumph. I don't really recommend it. Like, I don't know. I just really don't recommend it because it doesn't help your ultimate. Your ultimate doesn't do more damage because of triumph. Because your ult, yeah, it's just not the way that it works. Your ultimate does a flat amount of damage, and Triumph doesn't increase that. It just doesn't, because it's an executing ability. So you go for weakness. Third one, you go for adaptive carapace. In the case you get to a low amount of HP of adaptive carapace, if the enemy has a lot of true damage, you actually go for nullifying orb instead, because then adaptive carapace doesn't make that much sense. Fourth one, I love to go for Pathfinder, because I love to rotate a lot with Pyke. Otherwise, you could go for like Pack Hunter. Let me see. Hunter Genius is also decent. But yeah, I love Pathfinder. And for your spells, you go for Flash and Ignite. So that is it for the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, onto the gameplay. And you'll actually see me get really tilted this game. Because this Ezreal... Ezreal doesn't know how Pyke works. This Ezreal is Grandmaster. And he has no idea how Pyke works. Like, how is that even possible? But okay, enough complaining. Let's just talk about how to play Pyke. So... Level 1. You could either take your first ability or your third ability. First ability is generally safer. I mean, look at this already here. I get a very nice hook on Nautilus. I honestly didn't realize my Ezreal was just AFK. Like, my Ezreal was literally just AFK. Then he leashes and then he comes back. I mean, you'll see, like, how is this guy Grandmaster? How is this guy Grandmaster? Grandmaster is supposed to be a very prestigious rank. And this guy is playing like a gold player. And no offense to gold players, but a gold player doesn't belong in a Grandmaster / Challenger game, right? It just doesn't belong there. So yeah, you'll see what happens. Here I'm actually hooking the minion to just make sure you get the minion. Oh, by the way, guys, I need to show you something real quick. I made a video for Wild Rift Esports again. And I would really love it if you guys could show some support on it. It's a very good video. It's like, again, I analyze a competitive game. I'm gonna put a link to it in my description and in the top comment. I gotta be honest, look, I gotta be honest with you guys, this sounds a bit stupid, but I do kinda need your support with this one. Because I had some dumbass stuff happening on Twitter. So if you would love, if you would love to support me, you could put down a nice comment under the video. And like, I'm sure you guys are gonna love the video. It's just check it out. Basically, just check it out if you want to. Only if you want to. Give it a like, give it a nice comment. And I would really appreciate it just for this one. Just for this one, I would really appreciate it. So yeah, I'll put a link to it in the description. So now back to Pyke. Pyke is very good into tanks, by the way. Because obviously you execute them, with your ultimate. Like, Pyke kind of destroys Nautilus. Oh, what a nice catch this is, by the way. That was such a nice catch. And my Ezreal, did a decent amount of damage. Here I'm just taking the big minion. You can really do that easily with Pyke. Like, this is why I love the Relic Shield. Because, oh, that was actually pretty well played by the Nautilus. Not gonna lie. He forced me to flash. So you can go up to a cannon minion and hit it and use your third ability to disengage. And you can very easily, get it. Timo is saying, Jungle, good morning. This Timo is gonna heart into this game, by the way, just so you know. Like, yeah, this is just gonna be a tragic game. Let me just say that this is gonna be an absolutely tragic game. So, the thing about Pyke is kind of a mid-game champion. So, you can snowball with Pyke, right? Like, you can get a lot of kills, you can snowball. But Pyke kinda sucks late game. Because Pyke is not tanky. And in the late game, Pyke is not an assassin either. I'm talking late game now, keep in mind, only late game. So you're not tanky, you're not an assassin. The only thing you can really do is use your ultimate in the late game. Like when everyone is insanely tanky and you cannot do anything. Mid game, however, you're gonna do insane damage. And your ultimate is gonna be able to execute enemies from like 25% of their health. Like, again, this changes late game, but you have to make use of Pyke's early mid game. You have to make use of it. Like, the moment you reach level 5, you have to change your playstyle. You really have to get those kills and play aggressive. Because you can. Like, why wouldn't you if you can? You literally can do it for free. Oh, Ezreal's getting caught. I'm not really afraid here. Like, look, Ezreal's getting caught. I'm not really afraid because I know what I can do. I have my ultimate. You can see those lines on their names. Look. If they get to a certain amount of HP, boom, ult. You see that? Easy. So you just have to look at the line. He gets to a certain amount of HP. Boom. Easy kill. You see that? Jarvan yet again. We just have to get him to a certain amount of HP and I can execute him easily. Just wait for the certain amount of HP. Third ability to get close to him. And boom, easy. There's the Diana as well. Now Diana's destroying my team, so I do have to be a little bit careful. But again, certain amount of HP. Certain amount of HP. Boom and boom. I want you guys to read this. I want you guys to read this. I want you guys to read this. Please just read this. Read this. Just read it. Should I even have to say anything about that? Ezreal is saying, Pyke, can you please give me the kills? Can you please give me the kills? He's saying, Pyke, can you please give me the kills? Keep in mind, this guy's Grandmaster. He's calling me dumb. Ezreal, he says, like I said, are you dumb? Because he's a Grandmaster player. He's supposed to know that. And then he says, are you dumb? You're the support. I am ADC. Now, like, I hate to be toxic like this, but these things make me mad. The fact that a player like this gets into my games, like why is he getting into a Grandmaster Challenge game if he has no idea how the basic passive of Pyke works? Look, I'm telling him, read Pyke passive. You are getting the gold as well, bro. You are literally getting the gold, and I am able to easily execute the enemies. It's a win-win situation. Win-win. Are you kidding me that you are complaining like that? Like, are you actually kidding me? Ooh, that was a beautiful catch. Nautilus is getting low. Ult. And boom. And boom. We're running towards it. Flash hook. And boom. Boom, 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 baby. I was going for the Diana too, but I missed. But look at this. This is what I mean. Early mid-game Pyke, this is what you can do. And you have to. You have to. Like, I really want to stress that you kind of have to do this. Because if you don't, late-game Pyke sucks. Late-game Pyke sucks. Like, it's just so hard to play Pyke in the late game that you kind of have to do it the early mid-game stuff. And they buffed Pyke over and over again. Like, he's so powerful. And this is what I mean. Look, I'm very ahead. So I'm skipping out. Well, I actually already got boots, but I'm skipping out on the enchantment. And I'm getting the Duskblade of Draktar instead. And now I gotta continue. Like, I just gotta continue doing my thing. I actually really recommend you guys to watch this until the late game. Because this is gonna be a tragic game. This is gonna be a tragic game. That should be a kill. Where's Mundo? Come on, Mundo. Hello. There we go. I don't have ult yet. Now I have my ultimate, so I should be able to kill him. And boom. Easy, easy kill. We're going for the Tristana as well. She's not gonna be that easy to kill. It's probably gonna ult me. Yeah. Whatever, it's fine. I think she used flash there actually. I'm not sure. You can see I'm not getting stacks from my relic shield though. Like, I'm really not focused on the relic shield because I'm rotating a lot. Teemo is standing AFK in base, by the way. Teemo died like 5 times already, gave Jax 2 turrets. I mean, come on, bro. Like, how are you losing lanes so hard? Like, my Ezreal's already inting. My mid laner is not having the most fun. And then my top laner is getting absolutely demolished. So, what's happening? My ultimate does so much damage now, by the way. Like, level 9. So, level 9, I would say, is like one of the biggest power spikes of Pyke. Because that's the moment where you upgrade your ultimate to level 2. So your ultimate is going to do so much damage. I mean, like, I will literally execute Nautilus from like 30% of his HP. And Squishes from like nearly 40% of the HP. Because like, it does a flat amount of damage. Like, look, Tristana, the bar is on like 40% of her health or something. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. So Jarvan came out of nowhere. Jax is here. 4 people are here. Literally 4 people rotated here. Crazy. So I died, unfortunately. They got my shutdown. I mean, it's not like... That was really nothing I could do there, to be honest. I just died. I didn't see Jarvan coming. I couldn't have seen him coming. You know what I find crazy? The fact that Teemo is not taking the turret in top for free. He was backporting. He wasted so much time. He could have just gotten a free turret in top. Easily. Yeah, he's just wasting so much time. And the thing about Pyke is... This is what I realized about Pyke, and I really want to teach you guys about this. Pyke feels very high risk, high reward in everything he does, like his plays. And also, like, if you screw up on Pyke and give the enemies kills, you will fall behind so fast. Like, you can destroy the enemies in the early game like I'm doing here. But if you get killed like this, and then maybe get killed again and again, you're gonna be behind again. Like, you're just not gonna be able to catch up that easily. That's what I feel like with Pyke. And that is honestly because he doesn't skill too well into the late game. He really doesn't skill well into the late game. So be very wary of Pyke. And that's why I really recommend the Guardian Angel, by the way. That's really why I recommend the Guardian Angel. I'm probably gonna die. Yep. They did kill both of them probably, but I don't know. Don't know if this was worth it. Like, sure, they killed both of them. Like, sure, the enemy overextended to kill me, but I don't know. It would have been better if I positioned just a little bit better and got some kills. Why is Teemo AFK in top lane? I hate this. Look at him. He's just AFK in top lane. 1-on-5, he's not even getting the turret. The Jax is rotating all the time. Like, how annoying. Look at this. Yet again, he didn't get the top lane turret. What's wrong with these players? Oh, man. But honestly, I played pretty badly as well these last minutes. Like, well, the Jarvan catch was not really my problem. But the second death kind of was. I overextended, which was pretty stupid. We do have a dragon. So perhaps we should fight for the next dragon as well. They're gonna take Herald. It is what it is. Herald really sucks actually now for us because they could push the top lane inhibitor turret with Herald. It really sucks for us. This is not good at all. This should be an easy turret dive. Like, this should be such a free kill. Boom, 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 and boom. There we go. Like, that was just easy. That was just easy. It's like, Pyke is not the best at turret dives because he's very squishy, but that one was just easy. He's complaining again. He's complaining again. He's complaining. Look, you got 8 kills. Give us. Are you stupid? You are Grandmaster. How is he Grandmaster? How are these? So annoying. So annoying. Like, actually so annoying. This kind of things annoy me so much. You are getting as well gold as well, bro. You are literally getting gold. Come on. Here I have a choice to either help my Yasuo, but he already died, or to help my team with the dragon. And it seems like they're doing fine at the dragon. And oh, but Jax, look at Jax. Jax is dangerous. He's even more fat than me. Oh, he died. Look, he died, but I still got the gold. You see that? I still got a lot of gold out of it because that's how Pyke's ultimate works. If you kill an enemy, you know, your ally gets the gold. But if you get a, like, if the enemy dies while you're ulting on them, you still get the gold and you still refresh the ultimate. So even if an enemy is dying, it's still worth to ult them because you will get the bonus gold out of it. Like, you and your team get fed. That's the thing with Pyke. And that is honestly why Pyke sucks in the late game. Otherwise, he would be utterly broken. If he would have been good in the late game, he would have been, like, utterly broken. He's already insanely strong, but he would have been just utterly broken. So basically, you and your teammate will get fed. Like, me and Ezreal are getting fed while I'm getting kills. It's just the Ezreal really sucks, so he's still not fed in this game. I'm waiting for him to be low enough. He is now. Boom! You see that? That's what Pyke can do. Now I'm kind of waiting for someone else to be low enough. Jarvan is. Protobelt, and boom! It was just not quite enough to one-shot him, but I got a double kill. I killed 2 of their backlines. Oh, that was close. Man, Jax is getting... Why is Yasuo in top lane? Why? Why is he in top lane? What is he doing? Oh my god! How is this high elo? How is this high elo, guys? Oh my god, why was he top lane? He was just playing top while Jax was getting an inhibitor turret and we were fighting in mid lane. Oh my god, this high elo gameplay is not high elo. This is not high elo. This is not high elo. Like, I hate to break it to you guys, this is not high elo gameplay. This is low elo. Like, Grandmaster, I honestly, Grandmaster is low elo. I wouldn't even classify Grandmaster as like mid elo, because this is low elo. Like, what I'm seeing right here, this is low elo. And like, I am Grandmaster Challenger and this is low elo. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that, like, this game just needs players to get better. I don't know how to do it though. I feel like I need to make like guides explaining things more, like explaining concepts of the game, right? Like, I need to make guides of like, when should you team fight? When should you invade? When should you do these kind of things? I feel like I really need to make guides like that. Because general knowledge just feels like it's missing in even high elo. Literally general knowledge that everyone should know. Even gold, platinum, emerald players. Like, this right here should be bronze gameplay, silver. I can guarantee you in PC League, even silver gameplay is better than this. Like, 100%. Why are we not going, by the way? We have to go. Pyke, that's strange. We have a 5k gold cap. So strange, yes. Yet I got 12 assists. Wow. Guys, Ezreal got 12 assists. Such a good player. I mean, honestly, I've never had an ADC that complained about me having 5,000 more gold than him as a support. Like, always ADCs are like, you're playing so well, good job. Even if it's not Pyke. This ADC is... So, to get it right, my ADC is complaining because I'm fed. My ADC is complaining that I have 5,000 gold more than him. That is why he's complaining. He's not complaining because I'm trolling. He's not complaining because I'm taking his farm or anything. He's complaining because I have 5,000 gold more than him. That is why he's complaining. Jax is pushing. My whole team doesn't see that Jax is pushing, which I find interesting. Because if we lose this inhibitor, we lose the game. Like, the game is just lost. I'm desperately trying to defend it. You can see, like, even with my proto belt, but I just can't. Diana, and boom. Pyke's ultimate ignores barriers, by the way. So if someone has a barrier, your ultimate ignores it. As long as they have lower HP, and we lost the game. Yeah. So it is what it is. We lost the game. But this was still a good example of how to play Pyke. Like, I played really well. It was just this team was horrible. I hate to be the person to blame people. But this team was just... Oh, yeah. Horrible. Yeah. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, like, I had 5 more kill participation than this Ezreal, so he's complaining about something that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this Pyke video. And why is my camera so low quality? Huh. My camera quality is very low. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next WildRift video. Bye-bye.